Right now they're basically turning around and saying enough's enough. They're gonna.
I think we need a superior officer.
What? Tell you the same thing? Yeah.
Well, he might know that. He might have been told by Rachel Swan who the WMA are.
Yeah, we should still get a senior officer down here. You lot need schooling.
Disgraceful.
It is. It is.
Disgraceful.
It is.
They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Right, so they're on about putting a smart meter in there, and if anyone tries to prevent these dickheads from basically breaking into someone's house, really, then the police are going to get involved to ensure for a civil matter to ensure there's no breach of a peace. It's got absolutely fuck all to do with them. Nothing. So yeah, so I think it's going to get a bit lively. Look at him, they haven't got a clue. They haven't got a clue. This is madness. In order to enter someone's house without their permission, there's got to be a signed warrant, a warrant signed with wet ink. You hear people like the black belt barrister who's just a wanker, you know. He's there all about the legal, we're here about the lawful. And he'll beg to differ, but the fact of the matter is that you need a wet ink signature in order to gain entry into someone's home without their permission, and that's not present. It's not here. So I think this Ewok here is trying to contact his senior officer for advice because they haven't got a clue. They haven't got a Scooby-Doo. They're not trained in law, you know. They're not trained in law. And if you're not trained in law, you can't make decisions like this. You can't. It's unlawful. We've got to start banding together, people, because they want smart meters in every single house. Every single one, you know, and we've got to band together and help each other to prevent this from happening. Shouldn't be happening. We all know what these smart meters are about, and the owner of this house knows that. And she's got her kids' health in mind, and the fact that it's just a principle thing. No, you're not fucking coming into my house. I don't want one. Fuck off. It's as simple as that. You know? These people should be treated the same way as we treat TV license goons who come knocking on your door, and anyone else. Nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with them. Your home's your castle. But a half decent turnout, shows support, and at the moment the police are still on the back foot because they're out of their depth. Each one of these officers has been spoken to, and not one of them knows about this. They think that because someone's turned up with a piece of paper, then they've got a piece of paper that looks a bit official, then they've got a right to gain entry, and that's just simply not the case. We're trying to get through to these fucking egotistical, fancy dress wearing ex-bully bastards is impossible. Because you can't get past the ego, and they've just not got the knowledge. And that's one of the problems. If they've not got the knowledge, then they shouldn't be backing this up. They should be making sure they get down, right down to the nitty-gritty, right down to the fine details to find out what's what. And they don't seem to be doing that. They just stood around like mugs, because that's what they are, mugs. But this street's got a brand new resurfacing. Look at a resurfaced road. The entire road's resurfaced. I wonder if there's a councillor that lives on this street. Probably, because the rest of the road surfaces along Eaton are shit. You know, you could go swimming in some of these plug holes, these potholes. Right, he's just got off the phone. This chap, this tall chap here, there, he's with this company here. Little bit of naming shaming, and he's the guy who's here to fit the smart meter. So recognise this van, recognise this man. And she's the one she's sort of like the bailiffy type woman who's come here to basically say, right, we've turned up with this fella here, and we've come to fit a smart meter. And this lady's like, no you're not. I think you're fine, we are. I think you're fine, you're not. Next thing you know, the police are here. And because of the amount of people that have turned up for support, they've had to match that with manpower. They've still just stood around like, what to do? What are we going to do?
Locksmith's gone.
Is that here with the dogs?
Yeah.
And there was a locksmith. Yeah.
Is she still here?
Locksmith, yes, as you've just heard, the locksmith's gone now. Oh, I've got to go in about half an hour to go and pick my dad up. Which is probably going to be just about the same time as they need the numbers. So I'd have to stay. I'll give my dad a call.
Just to let you know, he's 20 minutes on the phone at the moment. He's still on hold. I think your locksmith's gone, by the way. Yeah, he would be actually. Yeah, your locksmith's gone. He's done his due diligence. All right.
Yeah, the locksmith apparently has kind of done a little bit of research online and realised, actually I don't want any part of this shit, because he knows that he'll be liable as well. There was another house about 5, maybe 10-minute drive from here,
Yeah, but why are you so interested?
on Norfolk Road, and similar situation, and all 4 of the police officers involved were all individually sued for approximately £15,000 because it's illegal, and all of these officers have been informed of that. All they need to do is do a quick search to find out that that's the truth, and that should be enough for them to get in their little jam jars and get the fuck out of Dodge. That's all they need to do. They're living on the edge. And that's an individual, 15 grand each. You know, can you afford £15,000, mate? Eh? On your £22,000 a year wage? Hmm? I don't think so.
Is your arm out as well?
No, mate.
You're all right, yeah? Well trained.
Yeah,
Well
that's
trained.
He's got one big left arm.
It's a shame we haven't
no,
got,
this one.
it's a shame we haven't got Bannerman here. He's down here tomorrow, yeah, or today.
Yeah, Bannerman would be, it'd be nice, to be interesting to meet Bannerman, but I don't think he'll be coming down here. I think he's one of those guys that's quite thinly stretched, because this sort of thing's happening all over the country. All over the country. Madness.
Over there or just kill him?
Yeah, you're all right, mate. Right, well, it seems to have eased down for a minute because the lady inside the house is on the phone to the courts. She's been on hold or going from pillar to post for the last 20-25 minutes.
I'm hoping it'll be next week.
So there's not much to report on at the moment. So I'll post this up, and if it gets a little bit lively, I'll start recording.